Alright guys, I know you guys want my updated keyboard and mouse binds, so I'm going to give them to you right here in this video. And I'm also going to be showing you guys how to edit faster on keyboard and mouse, or if you guys are switching from controller to keyboard and mouse, let me know in the comments, and I'll make a video on how to do that. So first, I'm just going to be giving you guys all my settings. I play on windowed full screen. I don't play on full screen because I'm always streaming or editing videos or whatnot. I play on 240 hertz. Make sure if you guys are on PC, make sure your rendering mode is on performance or legacy performance deprecated. Like if you're running like DirectX 12 or DirectX 11, you're gonna get like 100 FPS. But if you put it on performance, you'll get like 200 or 300. But the difference between performance and legacy performance is legacy performance gives you more stable FPS if you have like a lower end PC. I play on high meshes, not usually, but they are on high right now. And then make sure your guys' NVIDIA reflex low latency is on plus boost, because like if you have it on, like just put it on plus boost, like why not? Audio is just like default, pretty much all this 100%. Communication, that doesn't really matter. Game, I'm on NA East right now. I don't play on simple build or simple edit. Make sure you have auto confirm edits on both, because this makes you reset so much faster. Like if you guys want to know what I'm talking about, like instead of having to go like that, you just that's what I'm talking about. And then touch and motion. If you guys don't play on touch and motion, I don't know why you would. But if you do, or if you don't, I mean, just make sure all of it is 0 to get like 0 delay and stuff. I play on 1600 DPI. If you guys don't know what that is, you guys can go into like Microsoft Edge or whatever and just look up DPI analyzer to get your DPI settings. And then I play on 9.8. If you guys are new, I would recommend playing between like 7 and 10. I play on a higher sensitivity, so maybe like 7 or 11, maybe between 7 and 11. 100% building sensitivity. And remember, this is all on 1600 DPI. If you do this on 800 DPI, it's going to feel insanely fast. Or if you do this on 3200 DPI, it's going to feel slow. And then you guys use custom diagonals. You guys want this on, and then copy these settings down below. If you have between 7 and like 12%, you want this if you're on 1600 DPI. Or like just pull out a calculator and just divide it by 2 or times it by 2, and just you want about this is what you want. For my binds, I have weird binds. So like Peterbot, I don't know if you guys know, he uses his ring finger for W key to move forward. And I have smaller hands, so, and I learned on these binds and I never changed them. So D is crouch, which I'm using my middle finger for, not my index finger. Sprint is A. Auto run, that doesn't even matter. Like the equal sign, that's all the way across the keyboard. Jump is backspace, or oh my gosh. Jump is space. Move forward is W. And then these little arrow things are just like, if you have a different type of keyboard, it might not pick up WASD, it might pick up arrows instead, because that's how some gaming keyboards are. Move left is Z with my pinky finger. Move S is backwards. And then move right is V. Then all this is pretty much normal. Pickaxe, you guys want this empty. You probably do, and I'll explain that later in the video, so make sure you watch till the end. Caps lock is weapon slot 1 for my AR. T is my shotgun. 4 is usually like movement or heals. 3, I mainly use shift, so you can put it on 3 or shift. I don't really care, whatever you guys think. And don't just copy like my binds, like copy my binds and then change them to make them comfortable for you. Or if you like my binds, make them like that. And then weapon slot 5 is B. I use scroll wheel up just because it's so much more efficient than using like E or like any button on the keyboard, because it actually feels like you're using a macro, especially if you have an infinite scroll wheel. You get the chest like almost every time. Toggle scope mode, this doesn't even work on keyboard and mouse sometimes for me. I don't know why that is. It's basically just like if you have an I don't know if he has one in this map, but here, sniper. So see the scope, it would show it like this when you aim in. It doesn't show the scope, it just shows a little bit of it. And wall is 4 on, it's the mouse button. So if you guys like, so the mouse button is going to be the one closer to your arm, and then the 5, so 4 is closer to your arm and 5 is going to be closer to your monitor. If that's how you're playing, that should be how you're playing. Floor is F. Stairs, I'm mainly using 5, but I'm trying to use C right now. Roof, G. Trap, Y. I don't really use Y, because Y is kind of far, but it's optimal. Place building, yeah, repair, upgrade. You don't really need that. I mean, you don't ever use it. Rotate building, R, make sure you have that. Change building material, right click. Building edit is E. Before you guys do this, I need to explain this to you guys. You guys use E or F. If you guys are using my binds, please use like E, F, or G. Please. Because E is your middle finger. Don't misunderstand me and say, oh, he's using his index finger. No, no, no. I'm using my middle finger, guys. So if you guys want to use F instead, you guys are more comfortable with like F or G or V, then kind of switcheroo the binds. If you guys want to use F, make your floor E. It's pretty simple. Reset building edit, I barely ever use this, but you can have that if you want. I would put it on there. Reset building, you guys need to have it scroll wheel down. Please. That makes it to where if it's like this, you don't have to open the edit and then do it. You don't even have to open the edit, it just resets it automatically. Super simple. And then switch mode is 6. I don't use 6. Just make sure that you have this on, because for some reason it turns off delay on keyboard. I don't know what the deal is with that. Make it like 6, 7, 8, 9, like something that you're not using. Primary traversal, I don't even know. That's simple build, so I don't really care about that. Communication, I don't like the comms where you hold it, because it stops you from moving. Like if in game, like if you're gliding or something and you're trying to mark a spot, it stops you from moving, from gliding, and you lose your drop. It's really annoying. But I would put that at so you guys see, it's where you press down on the scroll wheel. And squad request is function key 4. If you guys have a 60% keyboard, you guys are not going to use that. That's not on your keyboard. So maybe make it like 9 or something, or 8, I don't know. Chat is the enter key on the other side of the keyboard, which you guys are probably not using. Spotlight, this is just like all that different stuff. N, emote is N instead of B, because like B is more optimal. I'm not going to make my key that I'm using N. I'm gonna make it B and then just switch the emote. Toggle pickaxe, this is what I was talking about, guys. Toggle pickaxe is Q. So if you have Q, so if I was holding out my shotgun last, or my, yeah, I'll say my shotgun, and I press Q, if I press Q again, it'll pull out my shotgun. But if I've pickaxe on instead of toggle pickaxe, and I just keep pressing Q, it'll just pull out, it won't pull out the shotgun. Toggle is like turning it on and off is what it is. So yeah, toggle inventory is 1. I had it at C. I would use tab or 1, maybe 2, something like that. Trap equip picker, it should be Y. I don't know why it's function key 3. I'm not sure what this is. Cursor mode, alt. Wait, if I turn that off, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's way better. All right. You don't want that on. That, like, when you press the Alt key, it like holds your inventory open, and it gets really annoying. Oh, toggle quest is I didn't even know I had that. DBNO carry. This is like carrying your teammate if you want to pick up your teammate, and then if you want to drop your teammate, and then reboot teammate is E. You guys probably don't want this like as your edit bind. I don't know why I have it as E. I should maybe make it like F or something, because then it pulls out. It makes you edit while you're trying to reboot, and it's kind of annoying. But I mainly play solos if I'm not playing with the stream. And then vehicles and cars, this is just a whole bunch of different stuff. Dismount, make sure you have this on, and like exit and stuff, because if you get in a car and you can't exit, that's really bad. Those are mainly the settings. I mean, there's a ton more for PC, like, because there's all these different vehicles like canyons, quad crashers. They're like all the same though. It doesn't even matter. I've never even looked at these. I didn't even know there was that many. Yeah, but another thing too is, guys, if you guys go to your controller mapping, what's going on? It should be on generic. Put this on generic if you guys are on PC, because trust me, this gives you the lowest input delay. Like for controller players, it's like going from like 30 ping to 0 ping. It's crazy. But PC players, it doesn't make much of a difference, but you can definitely tell the difference. But what I am curious is, I do play on controller a little bit, so like, I'm not bad on controller. I used to be crazy, and I still have all my old binds, and I'm pretty good. Like, if you guys want my controller binds, let me know in the comments, and I will absolutely give them to you. If this video can get 5 likes, I'll release my controller binds if you guys want them. If you guys do not want them, tell me you don't want them, but I'm probably still gonna post them anyway, even to the haters. If you guys cannot see my crosshair, I have my reticle off, because I'm using crosshair X. I don't think you guys can see my crosshair. But yeah, those are pretty much my binds. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and peace.